everybody, I just got home from work and this package was on my porch. This is our project for this week. I'm going to open it up and show you what's in here. Okay. Ready? Feast your eyes on this. Isn't this beautiful? This is a yard of vintage fabric that I ordered on eBay. I'm going to take it out and show you. Look at this. Isn't it beautiful? It took me a long time to pick out the one that I loved, and I think I made a good choice. So I'm gonna take this and wash it up tonight, and then tomorrow we're gonna work on a project. Hello everybody, welcome to my home. My name is Becky and I'm so excited that you're here today. So today I already gave you a little sneak peek about what we're going to be working on. I showed you this fabric, I have it behind me. Isn't it beautiful? I have washed it and ironed it and it's all ready to go. We're going to be making some pillows for my bed. Now my bedroom is pretty boring. It doesn't have a lot of vintage in here yet. I'm trying to slowly bring a few things in. I have a couple little pieces that I've added, but all in all it's still pretty white and beige. So I want to add some color. And I have these two pillows on my bed. I'm going to show them to you up close. And you can see that they are really picked. It's made of a little, like a sweater material, and they're really picked. So I want to replace these pillow covers with some custom pillow covers. I ordered this fabric on eBay, and I think by the time I paid shipping, I probably paid about $30 for it total. But there's different price points that you can pick from. It doesn't have to be that extravagant if you don't want it to be. If you just want to do a small project, you could probably find some fabric at your local Goodwill or your favorite thrift store. I just couldn't find any that I loved, so I just went ahead and ordered it online. And this fabric is in great shape. It ironed up perfectly, so I'm really excited. I think it's going to sew up pretty well. I do know how to sew a little bit. My mom was an amazing seamstress and she showed me how to do a little bit, but I'm not going to get too technical today. Like, I'm not putting in zippers or, you know, like the binding that goes around the edges I'm not doing all that. This is just going to be simple. And I'm not necessarily doing a tutorial. This is more or less just an idea of something that you can do. But we're gonna meet back in the craft room and I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so we're in the craft room now, and I'm going to show you the supplies that we're using. Of course, we have scissors, and I have a yardstick. It's a little shorter than a yardstick, but you get the point. I also have rotary cutters to cut a straight line. I have a cutting mat that is too short. My pillow is going to be 18 by 18. This thing is measuring 18 by 16, so... but it's gonna have to work because it's all I have. And since it's a little short, I cut this little pattern out to kind of get a start on how much fabric I need to cut off of the bolt. I don't want to cut more than what I need because it was expensive and I want to try to save as much of it as I can for a future project. But I turned my pillows inside out and I have measured them as best that I can tell. It's about 18 by 18, so that's how we're going to cut our fabric. So let me tell you what I'm doing wrong here. I told you that I wanted to save a little bit of the fabric to maybe make another pillow or another project, but I am cutting on the folded edge. Had I cut on the raw edge, I might have had enough fabric with the leftover piece that was folded to make a small pillow to throw on my chair or something, but I did not do that. I cut on the folded edge, so that made that impossible. It's very unlikely I'll have enough fabric left over to do much with. Okay, I was getting a little confused there, turning it, making sure I cut the right length on the right side and that I didn't cut too short on one side, but I figured it out. I got it right. It just took me a minute. I just had to stop and think. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take this fabric and I'm going to turn it inside out, just like this. And we're going to pin everything together. Everything is going to be sewed except a hole big enough to squeeze our pillow forms back in. All right. Real quick, are you even living the vintage lifestyle if you don't have one of these tomatoes? You cannot call yourself a real vintage girl if you don't have one of these now. If you don't, go get one. Okay, so we're here at the sewing machine. I wanted to just tell you a couple things that helps me. If I know what size or length seam that I want, I will measure and I will mark it with a piece of tape on my sewing machine, just so that I don't, my attention span is about that long and I will lose track of thought of what I'm doing. I also put a piece of tape here so that I would remember to not sew this part, because I will forget. I do it every time. So I've reminded myself, do not sew right here, and I'm going to mark this part on my sewing machine. Let me measure it. I think I'm going to do 3/4. Maybe that would be enough or too much. Maybe we'll do 1/2 inch. I might just do 1/2 inch. No, I'm doing 3/4. I'm doing 3/4. Okay, yeah, we're good. So we're gonna do 3/4 inch seam on these, and I just wanted to throw this in for you. This is actual vintage thread as well. I'm not sure of the date, but I got these at a yard sale a long time ago. I actually have, I'll show you real quick. I have a whole bowl full of vintage thread that I just like the aesthetics of, and I just leave it in this old bowl. I don't really use it, but I thought that this was good enough that I could actually use. I think that it's still got the quality left. If I see while I'm sewing that it's getting a little brittle, I'll switch it out and I'll use some newer thread, but I thought we would try the vintage thread today. I've got to fill my bobbin up because I don't have this color on my bobbin, and then we'll get to sewing. Okay, so when I sewed the edges, I did them like a square, and I'm just gonna cut those corners. I'm just gonna snip them like that on every corner, and that way we can get a sharper edge. Okay, and I got one more. All right, I'm gonna turn this inside out, and then I'm gonna go get the pillow form and put in and show you how to close it up. Okay, I'm gonna turn these inside out and try to poke the corners out as sharp as you can get them, but you'll see how they just kind of smoothed out. Had I not cut those corners off, it would not have been, it wouldn't have looked like that. It would have been a little weird looking. So I'm gonna poke them out as much as I can. Just use your finger. And I'm gonna put the pillow form in there, and hopefully, fingers crossed, it will fit, because I don't have any more fabric. I kind of hoped that I would have extra fabric, but I did not have as much as I thought. So, of course, had I put a different backer on this and just used the front, I would have been able to do 4 pillows, but I'm just a little too impatient for that, and I didn't want to drive to Walmart. So I just did both sides the same, but my daughter's gonna be a little upset because she wanted me to make her some, but there's a lot of vintage fabric online that you can choose from, and she'll be fine. I might be able to make her a little smaller pillow or something, but you're gonna see me struggle here getting this in here. I may not have made the hole big enough, but we'll see. It's a little tight, a little tight. Oh, I poked a hole in the pillow. Oh gosh, I gotta be more careful. Okay. I poked a hole with my thumb. These pillows are probably, I mean, these pillow fillers, it's just like, it's almost like a interfacing webbing or something. It's really thin, but it's okay. All right, let's get it evened out in here. Push your corners to your corners. Okay, it's looking good though. It's gonna be pretty on my bed. I want to do a whole bedroom remodel, but I just haven't been able to find a bedspread that I like. I would like to find some vintage type sheets that aren't vintage. I don't really want to use vintage sheets to sleep on, but I saw some made by Laura Ashley the other day, but they didn't have by size. I need king and they only had queen, but they were at Marshall's, so I'm looking for those. But I'd like to get some vintage style sheets and a new, maybe a quilt instead of a comforter. I don't know. All right, I've got to grab some stick pins so that I can pin this in. There's already a little curve there to hide the raw edges, and I'm just going to put those together, pin that in, and then we're going to sew it up. Okay, so this is what it should look like when you get them all pinned together. They just kind of close together. You don't want the raw edge. You want it folded in. And if you usually when you have a good quality fabric, that fold is already kind of there for you. You just kind of go with it. But that's what it's supposed to look like. Now the hardest part is going to be to have to sew this together because you've got a big lumpy pillow under your arm, but we're gonna sew this together and then we should be done. Okay, our pillows are done and we're gonna go put them on the bed for the final reveal. But before I do that, I wanna take just a minute and say a quick thank you to a subscriber that sent me some friend mail, and I wanna share that with you. I'm gonna show you what she sent me. Hold on one second. Okay, so my friend Kim sent me some friend mail and I wanted to show you what she sent. She sent these beautiful placemats to me with sunflowers on them, and I just absolutely love them. Kim has been subscribing since I started this channel, and she always leaves the most precious comments, always so supportive, and I just really so much appreciate that. And I appreciate this little gift, Kim. It really meant the whole world to me, and it brightened my whole day. And there's more in the box. Hold on. She sent me these, and I feel like this is probably a treasure of hers that she shared, but it's a set of geese. and they are so pretty. And one has its head up, one has its head down, and I just love them. Hold on, let me get them in the frame. Aren't they so cute? I love them. I love the color, and I'm just in love. So I wanted to share that with you guys. You can see the crackling in the glaze, so you can tell that they are old, or they've got some age to them. Let's put it that way. Nothing's old, right? We just have a little age to us. But yeah, these are beautiful. Thank you so much, Kim. You are just the sweetest thing, and this just meant so much to me. I decided to put my little geese here on my shelf in my bedroom, right above my Otagiri owls. So I thought they went well there. What do you think? Okay, we're done. I love these pillows and I think they look awesome. What I hate is this awful bedspread that they don't match. The pillows match my heart and they match my soul, but this bedspread does not. So I'm gonna work on upgrading that and getting something prettier maybe. Have to be on the lookout for that, but the pillows, they're staying. They're not going anywhere. But thank you for watching. I really appreciate everything. I appreciate you, Kim, for your beautiful gift. And I want you all to know that I love you, and I will see you later. Bye.